credentials to log into their application, and they need some report from their application site or website. They need a report from their website. So they will give us the login details. So by using this web scraping, we are going to develop to log in automatically into the system and get all the reporting data and storing in a database. So that is the process of web scraping. Okay, guys. And GUI development purpose. So we can use Python language to develop graphical user interface language. I mean to say development using these packages TK, Thickener, PyQt5, PySimple GUI. And we can use Python to develop games development, like using Pygame, PyOpenGL, Panda 3D. So these are all the different libraries. And we can develop image processing applications like Pillow, OpenCV, Scikit Image. People may be telling that Python can be used to develop mobile applications. It's not true. Python cannot be used to develop mobile applications. So there is a different language again. Okay. So these are the applications of Python. And who uses this Python today? Google is the mostly used company. Python uses Google uses Python in their web searching engine and also for YouTube web, I mean to say video streaming purpose. Okay. Intel, Cisco, HP, Seagate, Qualcomm and IBM, they use this language for hardware testing purpose. And ESRI uses for GIS mapping products development. And YouTube, so video sharing service or streaming service, is largely written in the Python language. So these are the companies that uses Python today. So if you want to check in the web, so who uses Python today? See here, Python used by Intel, IBM, NASA, Pixar, Netflix, Facebook, JP Morgan Chase, Spotify, number of other massive companies. It's one of the 4 main languages at Google. So here, see here, Google, while Google's YouTube is largely written in Python. Okay, Instagram also uses this Python language. Okay, Python packages. Just now we have discussed about these same, like for developing geo applications or web applications by using these different kinds of Python packages. Python editors. See, to write any program, we need an editor. Editor is nothing but a text pad or notepad. Okay. So an editor is a program where we can create our code and where we can run and test it. So most editors have also features for debugging purpose. Debugging means finding the errors and fixing them. Examples of these Python editors are Python IDLE, Integrated Development and Learning Environment. See here, whenever you install a Python, so if you type this Python, see here, py, I type py, IDLE, Integrated Learning Environment here. Integrated Development Learning Environment. So when you open that editor, so this is going to give us this kind of window here. So here we can write any program. For example, print welcome to Python world. Okay, close and then enter. So this is one small print command or print function. So here we can write the small code, small snippets of code. For example, if we want to calculate 90 plus 35, so we can get this output like this, and 90 into 5 like this, 59 by 2 like this, we can get it. So all the mathematical expressions, x is equal to 10, y is equal to 20, print x plus y, for example, if you want to print this one. So we will get that x plus y 30. Like that, we can write all the code in this Python IDLE. This is a simple editor. So Python IDLE is one of the editor. Spider, PyCharm, and Visual Studio Code, Jupyter Notebook. So in our data analysis, we are mostly using this Jupyter Notebook. Okay. So to install this Jupyter Notebook, you need to download a package called Anaconda. So you have to type download Anaconda. So you'll be getting this download Anaconda distribution. To skip this registration, then you can download in this for Windows, for Mac, for Linux. Okay. Once you download and install, we'll get the Jupyter Notebook. So Jupyter Notebook. This is the Jupyter Notebook. I'll tell you one step by step. First, we'll learn the basics of Python. So Jupyter Notebook, we are using this for our data analysis purpose mostly. In the real-time projects also, in companies also, they will use this Jupyter Notebook. For writing bigger programs, so you can use this Visual Studio Code like this. See here, VS Code. We can call it as a VS Code. So you can open that. Let me open a small program. Let's see. Oh, I don't have this. Okay, this is a small program. Like this, if you want to write a bigger programs, you can go for Visual Studio Code or VS Code. That is also free editor. Okay. How to install the Python? So first of all, you need to type download Python. So you can click on the first link. So we have this download Python 3.13.2. So here you can click on it. So you'll be downloading this. Then directly you can install it. So this is one way. Okay. The other way is, as I told you, you can download the Anaconda, download this and install this. There are two ways. So it is automatically installing in our system without any of your manual configurations. So earlier we have to set the path and all. Now it is not needed. So automatically when you install it, then directly we are going to use Jupyter Notebook. We are going to use Jupyter Notebook. If you want to use, you can directly type this statement in your browser, download Anaconda, and you download this package. See, Anaconda is a distribution which provides us both Python and different kinds of data science and data analysis libraries. You need not to install all the libraries one by one. So Anaconda provides us all the required libraries for our data analysis tasks. Okay, guys? Who are installing now? You can open your laptops and try to download this Anaconda. Yeah, for Mac OS also we have this. Mac OS అంటే నేను ఇక్కడ చూస్తున్నా, ఇక్కడ ఉంటారు కదా, వాళ్ళు రాలేదు ఈరోజు. Aditya and I think they only asked this question, right? Vijay, Ananta. Okay, okay. See, based on your chipset, if it is a Apple Silicon, you can go for this version, or if it is Intel chipset, you can go for this 64-bit Intel chipset for Mac. Okay, okay, Aditya. So you can download it. How many are you downloading now? Download it. Download it. Then go to that folder, right click on it, run as administrator if you have the right, or else if you are already logged in into with your admin user, directly double click on that exe file. Yes, we have to install that. Double click on that downloaded exe file, and you will get installation process. Click on the next process, next steps. Once it is installed successfully, you just type the Anaconda and it will be displayed in your system. Once it is installed, Sai Ganesh is installed now. Okay, okay. Once it is installed, click on this Anaconda Navigator. We'll get a small application like it is going to show us all the available libraries. There you have to choose Jupyter. See here, it's going to display like this. Initializing. Loading bundled packages. See this kind of green Anaconda logo will be displayed. So once it is opened, see here, you will get this window, Anaconda Navigator. So just you need to close this. Here we have Jupyter Notebook. See here, launch. So this is the first time you have to do. You have to launch the first time. It is asking install just for me or all users. For all users, you can choose. Whoever are using that laptop, that can be accessible. What happened? You got this window, guys? Anaconda Navigator. You didn't get that window? Still you are installing? Time, it's taking time.
Almost 1 GB. దీంట్లో పైథాన్ చిన్న ఉంది 25 MB ఉంది ఫస్ట్ మనకి రూమ్ సెట్ కాదు అదే మోసం చేసారు స్కిప్ స్కిప్ కిందకి ఒక స్కిప్ రిజిస్ట్రేషన్
So those who don't have a bigger memory, or if they are using a old laptop, they can use directly download Python instead of this Anaconda. You can download this Python and install it. I think you all have the good laptops, right? So once it is installed, let me know whether you got this window or not. This Anaconda Navigator. Download అవుతుందా? Fine.
Okay, in the meantime, I'll tell you one more concept. That is, okay, installing Python and we are doing now. What is the difference between interactive mode and script mode?
Okay, the
Script mode is nothing but writing a
program and saving it in a different file and running that. That is called script mode by using any of the editors. See, even you can also use Notepad also.
Python statements are written in
Okay, so interactive mode means
of each line instantly, like this.
Python statements are written in command line and we get the results of each line instantly, like this. See here, this is the
Plus, so that is interactive. And then when you like type
plus
command,
50, so that is interactive mode. As and
but whereas if you want to
when you type a command, it's giving the
commands in a single program,
result
so
itself.
this is the kind of a
Okay.
Python mode. We have to save it in a .py file.
But whereas if you want to
For example, I'm going to create a
keep all the
and then print
commands in single
hello all.
program, hello all,
This is first statement.
this is first statement.
Welcome to Python
World. Oh.
Okay.
Okay, so you can directly now file, save it, save any of the other, somewhere like so test or hello.py. I'm saving this file hello.py. Run this program. Run without debugging. Python debugger. See here, we'll get the output here. See, we got this output, right? Hello all, welcome to the Python world. So this is the output of this program. This is how we can run it directly by. So this is called script mode. Script mode is nothing but keeping all the Python commands in a file and running it. Interactive mode means like using this Python IDLE editor.
So you can get the output instantly.
Each line by line, it is going to execute. So you can get the output instantly. That is the difference between interactive mode and script mode. Interactive mode, Python statements are written in the
So this is
each line
very short program.
instantly. But
and the mode,
Python program is written in a file. The Python
because see here, whenever
interpreter executes the
difficult.
whenever we go to this interactive mode, because it is not saved in a file. So that's what the meaning of this. Code can be edited, but it is hard. Code can be saved and used in future in script mode. And this is suitable for practice and understanding code, this interactive mode. And this is suitable for writing programs and projects. So that is the difference between interactive mode and script mode. Understood, guys? The print function. So just now I have shown you how to print a message. So print some text here or value. Okay. So like this you can print all these values, like print 10 comma hello Python 10 comma 3.87. All these values are going to be printed at once. Okay. And comments. What is the purpose of comments? These comments are used for explaining the code in plain English language. The Python interpreter ignores the comments and they are not executed. That is only for the sake of understanding what is the purpose of the program. Okay. And a comment starts with hash symbol and is terminated by the end of line. So this is a single line comment. For example, here, if I write this, if I want to write a comment here, you can write hash. So this line is printing Python, welcome to Python, or printing a message, or printing a welcome message. This is one comment. And if you want to write a multi-line comments, you can use 3 single quotes. See guys, 3 single quotes also have, it is also a comment here. So when you run the code, the Python interpreter will not execute this code because it is a comment. And it is also a comment. Comments are 2 types. One is multi-line comments and the single line comment. In single line comments, you can start with hash symbol and you can type any English meaningful information about that program. Or else you can use this 3 single quotes. So this is a multi-line comments. Okay guys, understood? Or else you can also use double quotations 3 times like this. In Python, single quotations and double quotations are same. There is no difference. Understood? But Python is a very strictly following indentation. Indentation means, for example, if I want to define a function, define greet and then print welcome. So this is one function, print. Okay. See, if you are not giving the spaces here, Python will not execute this code. It will give us the syntax error. So after writing a function or a class or some other, I'll tell you, looping statements and all, you have to give tab or 4 spaces. That is called indentation. Understood, guys? So generally you'll get that error message frequently whenever you are not giving that indentation. How many are installed now? Download it? You got this navigator? Next and finish it. There is no need to configure anything. You need to install it. All users. See guys, if you are not able to install this Jupyter notebook, it will take some time. You can install it at your home also. You can directly download the normal Python editor or else normal Python. So you'll get the IDLE editor. Today we'll work on it if it is not possible for you to install. How many are installed now? Got Anaconda Navigator?
Okay.
Okay. Just click on this launch notebook. This is Jupyter notebook. Done? So once it is launched, that is only one time step. We can close that navigator later. Next time onwards, you can directly in the command here itself in the start button, you can type Jupyter notebook. Here we'll get this program. Okay. Now I'm minimizing everything here and I'm closing this editor also. So here it is starting this like this. The in the back end, Jupyter notebook will run a server program. So this server program will give us to enter into this web browser interface. Did you get this interface in the browser? Once you launch that Jupyter notebook, did you get this browser? This kind of window? No? You got it? మీకేమైంది ప్రాబ్లం ఉందా? ఇది కూడా డౌన్లోడ్ అవుతుందా? See, there are different ways, guys, getting terminal after opening Jupyter. Yeah, wait. You will get this a browser. In the browser, you will get the Jupyter notebook interface. Such kind of, a web browser interface. How many of you are installing now? Terminal closed after running some commands, but no app. Wait. I think it is Nitin. Yes. Check any of your web browser. It may be Firefox or Internet Explorer or Google Chrome. Yes, sir. I have opened this. Very good. Once it is opened, you need to just select this file, new notebook. File, new notebook. Then we will get this kind of. No need to worry about this. We can get this cell. So this is the notebook cell where we can write all the Python commands. So this is the untitled. We can give sample. Rename it. And then it contains a file. Here we have rename, save all, save notebook as, download this notebook, or edit, undo. All the commands are available here. And the view, run is there. Run selected cell, or run selected cell and insert a below. Run selected cell and do not advance. Run all cells at a time. You can run this. Cell means here it is a single line of code. Okay? Done, guys. So you can test it now. Print. Hello. Python. So once it is written like this, chestara meeru. ఇంకా డౌన్లోడ్ అవుతుందా? ఓకే.
పెద్దది కదా.
So now here we have a run this cell, or else you can directly type the control enter key. So we'll get the output here. Okay.
నెట్వర్క్ స్లో వైఫై ల్యాబ్ ఉంటావా? ల్యాబ్లో ఉంటుంది కదా వైఫై. అవును కదా.
Good to go now or still?
Good to go now, or still we are struggling to install?
How much time?
How much time? How many of you got this Jupyter Notebook interface? See, the other alternative way is, if you do not have such kind of environment, if you have the internet, we have Google Colab online editor. Okay, so you can directly type it in the browser, colab.google.com. So there you need to go to this Google Colab. So here also we got this code. See here, there is an enter. Here also we get the, so print hello Python.
So you have to sign in with the Google.
Let me already I have signed in here. So
Google.com.
the same kind of here also new notebook. Click on new notebook. So here
you can run the program
directly here itself. Here see print. This is a notebook cell. Hello Python.
And then run here itself.
Run button is
Or else you can click on control enter.
enter. So we got this output now. Getting the output now. First time it takes some time to load that interpreter. Print PRI, sorry, small letters, right? Okay. So hello Python is the output. Like a Jupyter notebook, we have a Colab notebook. So this is an online editor which provides us by the Google. You can run all your Python programs in this editor also without installing in your systems. You can rename this one like our sample. PyCharm is not needed, guys. It is again Python ideally is not, see, automatically it is going to install whenever you install the Python, standalone Python. There is no need to separately install this Python IDLE. This is automatically installed when you install the Python software. Okay guys, come back to the editor. See, if you are getting errors, please stop installing that and you can download this Python, normal Python, and open the IDLE. Did you get this software? How many of you install this Anaconda? Because from tomorrow onwards, we are going to work on this Anaconda notebook, Jupyter notebook only, not on the normal simple editors. Jupyter notebook, and it asks to select a web browser now. So select any of the web browser. whether it is a Google Chrome or available any of your browser, your favorite browser. Come on, guys. Lot to go. We have to learn so many things. You are just in the beginning. Okay, got it, Teja. Very good. You to launch this Jupyter notebook and then write the simple command print hello Python within the double quotations and run this cell. Here we have run this cell or control enter is the shortcut key to run this cell. Next, open the Anaconda Navigator. You select Conda environment base, something will be displayed like this here. If you select this CONDAENV base, did you get this window? And select that here in the right hand side. Okay, got it. Run and then run this, test this program, the first program. Done, guys. Is it done? Loknath. See, select this any of the Conda browser like this. Python. See, you will get this kind of start preferred kernel. You just select this start other kernel. The voice is there, right? Not coming. Voice is not coming. Nitin, did you get this window? Start preferred kernel. Select this start other kernel Python Conda environment. Do you get this one?
Okay, sir.
And then select. Unable to open it in the Chrome. Who got this problem? Nitin. Select the other any other browser like Windows Explorer. Okay, guys, if you are not able to install this Python Anaconda, let us go back to the normal version of this Python. Download this Python 3.13. Install it. After download and install it, you can open in the start button Anaconda Navigator. Anaconda Navigator. Open this one. Then you will get this window. So here you have to choose first time Jupyter Notebook launch. No need to register or login. Directly you can skip that step and then you will get this navigator window. Here we have this Jupyter Notebook launch. Just you need to launch it in the first time. Next time onwards, there is no need. Directly you can go to the start button and Jupyter Notebook. After that, it is going to ask you to select the kernel. So select this kernel name Python Conda env base. Is it done? Is it done? Open successfully, Nitin. So are you able to write this command and execute this command successfully? Nitin, Pradeep, I have downloaded and installed it, and what to do? Yeah, I told you, right? Open this Anaconda Navigator and launch this Jupyter Notebook. Once it is launched, let me know, Pradeep.
చెప్పు ప్రదీప్ నిన్నే అడుగుతున్నాడు ప్రదీప్ చెప్పరా
How many of you install successfully? Can I get responses? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What about this side? Ananta.
ఏంటి బాబు ఆ సార్ చెప్తానే తిను
After launch, you will get this browser. Shaker is done. Teja done. Lokanath done. Very good. You tested this program. A small snippet like print. Hello Python. Okay. Vijay Anand. Very good. Okay. This side I not get any responses. Is it taking long time? What internet you are using? This one only. Pravalika done. After open the Jupyter, I selected the kernel. If that, I have shown the Python 3 IP kernel, sir. See, you have to select this one, Conda kernel, Conda, Anaconda environment base. How many? మీకేం కనిపిస్తుంది? ఇంకేం కనిపిస్తుంది?
ఓకే సార్ అన్న పెట్టు 10 అన్న పెట్టు
సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకుని రన్ చేయండి. సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకుని రన్ చేయండి ఒకసారి. Whatever you see that, just select that and then run it. Run this small command.
అర్థం కాని వాళ్ళకి
Can you please explain what the connect? See, connect is nothing but on which kernel you are going to run this Python program. Just we are telling to this environment. Okay.
అది 1 అవర్ అయినా లేదు నేను 2 అవర్స్ చెప్పాడు ఈ వెబ్సైట్ ఉంది 1 అవర్ పర్మిషన్
Done? Running program. Very good. Backbench guys. అక్కడ వెనకాల.
స్టార్ట్ చేసి నెట్వర్క్ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ప్రదీప్ ప్రాబ్లమ్
మీకు అయిందా?
నెట్వర్క్ ఇష్యూ
Very good. Running this program.
ప్రాబ్లమ్ సార్
Very good.
ప్రదీప్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ సార్
Okay guys, next coming back to the concepts. See here, what is the interpreter and compiler, how it is going to execute our Python program. Let me explain this one, a small theory concept. How does the Python code get executed? So once the Python software installed on our machine, it has an interpreter and the supported libraries and a compiler. First of all, the compiler here acts as a translation step where it converts our program, the Python source code, into an intermediate platform independent bytecode. Remember this term, bytecode. Each statement of the Python source code gets translated into a group of bytecodes like this. So, source code is going to convert into bytecodes by the compiler, and Python virtual machine is a part of the Python system that actually runs the Python code. That is in the format of bytecode. So this bytecode is again converted into the executable code by using the Python virtual machine. This is the process, guys. This is the process done by the entire Python interpreter. In the interpreter, we have the source code is going to convert this into bytecode by the compiler, and it is again taken giving to the Python virtual machine. In this step, all the inputs of the user or whatever we have imported from the libraries, that is going to be attached in this step. Then finally we'll get the output. See, for example, these are the steps here. See, steps involved when you run a Python code. The Python compiler receives the source code, the first step. The second step is Python compiler receives the source code. The compiler checks the syntax of each line in the source code, the second step. If the compiler encounters an error, it halts the translation process with an error message like syntax error. Okay? Okay, guys, I'll give you the guide. Else, if the instruction is well formatted, then it translates the source code into bytecode. This is the fourth step. That bytecode is sent to the Python virtual machine, and along with the input library inputs and library modules is given as an input to the PVM, Python virtual machine. Then PVM executes the bytecode, and then it displays the, if any errors are there, it displays the, finally it executes the PVM. So that is the PVM executes the bytecode, and if any error occurs, it displays the error message. That's the runtime. There are two kinds of errors here. One is syntax error, and one is the other one is runtime error. So if there is no error, we will get the results. So Python uses both a compiler and an interpreter as a part of the execution process. They will ask you this question whether it is a Python is an interpreter or a compiler. You have to tell them Python uses both compiler and interpreter as part of its execution process. So let me give you not this one. Okay, here. See, the file is going to be saved as .py file. Whenever you run that, the backend process that is going to create a PYC file, Python compiler file. And it is again giving back to the PVM, Python virtual machine. Finally, we'll get the output. Let me show you how the Python virtual, okay, the Python bytecode, how it is going to look. See, if you want to create a new cell, click on this plus symbol. We'll get the new cell here. I'm showing you here a function imported a this library, created a function called greet function, printing a small message, hello Pavan. This is the function. If you want to see internally how this program is going to execute, so this is the bytecode. A machine understandable language code. It is the machine language. Understood, guys? So this is the internally converted code of this program. This only greet function is going to convert this kind of bytecode internally. Okay. So internally, Python is going to convert this source code into bytecode. Finally, it then converted into the PVM, that is Python virtual machine. That Python virtual machine will get input or output or any other libraries and prints the output. That is the process of Python execution, program execution. Okay, guys. Now, keywords. What are the keywords? See, guys, in this Jupyter notebook, we have here in the right hand side, see here, code is there, right? Markdown. Markdown means we can write, if we give here single hash, that is the header 1, header 2, header 3. For example, here, what are Python keywords? Keywords. Now, you run this line, this markdown line, you'll get this kind of header section. What are Python keywords? How to create this header? By converting this code into markdown. Then you can write single hash means in HTML language header 1. Double hash means header 2. 3 hashes means header 3. Header 4, header 5, header 6. Like this. Each hash represents headers. So generally we use header 1 or header 2 or header 3. Okay guys. Now convert this markdown to normal code again. Now if you want to see all the Python supported keywords, okay. So keyword, then you can print all those keywords, keyword dot kw list. Kw list is the function which is used to display all the Python supported keywords, guys. Import keyword is a library. We are just importing that library and printing all the Python supported keywords. These are the reserved words. There is a specific meaning for each and every keyword. False, none, true, and, as, asset, async, await, break, class, continue, def, definition, defining the function name, del, else if, else. So these are all the different kinds of keywords. Keywords are nothing but the reserved words, which has a meaning, separate, a specific meaning for this each and every keyword. So while defining any variable, we cannot give these keywords. Understood? We have to give a meaningful identifier or variable name. So Python keywords are reserved words. One second, guys. I wanted to note down this. Python keywords are reserved words. Reserved words. Each keyword has a specific meaning. Meaning to the Python interpreter. Okay? And what are identifiers? Identifiers and identifier then IND. Okay. In programming languages, identifiers are the names that we can define as a variable. Okay. Used to identify a variable. For example, here the rules are there. There are different rules here. So you can write down this. Identifiers are names used to identify a variable or function or other entities in a program. So this is called identifier. The rules for naming these identifiers are, number one rule is the name should begin with the upper or lowercase alphabet. Or only allowable character is underscore. That is this one. Underscore. Okay. And this may be followed by any combination of characters. That is small characters.
మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి రిక్వెస్ట్ చేసాం
It may be a small a to z or capital A to z or 0 to 9
స్ట్రింగ్ లైన్కి రావాలి
or underscore. But the identifier should not start with a digit.
స్క్రీన్ షాట్
So examples like AVG is equal to, you can write down something like marks plus marks 1 plus marks 2 plus marks 3, like this. So this is one identifier. AVG, marks 1, marks 2, marks 3 are the identifiers. Our area is equal to length into breadth. Okay. So this is the first rule. The second one is it can be of any length. And third one is it should not be a keyword. What is the keyword? Just now I told you, keyword. Yeah, or reserved word. One is we cannot use special symbols or special characters like exclamatory mark or @ symbol or hash symbol, dollar symbol or percent symbol, etc. So these are the rules to define a identifier.
ఇప్పుడు పడతాను వస్తాను నేను ఒకే రోజు ఇట్లానే పెట్టినాను కుక్క అని
And variables. These are the identifiers, right? A variable. A variable is a program. A variable in a program is uniquely identified by a name or identifier. So variables in Python refers to as an objects. For example, so what is a variable? I am giving you variable. Variables. So a variable in a program is uniquely identified by a name or identifier. So variable in Python refers to an object. An object is nothing but an item or element that is stored in the memory. See guys, see, I am just opening the Excel sheet, only tell you how to, what is a variable. See, whenever I type something like 10, that means here this 10 is a variable which is holding in the E5 cell, right? In the E5 cell, this is holding. So this is called a variable. This E5 is a variable, this is the value. So likewise here, x is equal to 10 means x is a variable, 10 is a value. Okay. Like for example, gender is equal to M. So this is one variable, a string variable. Message is equal to some keep smiling. Okay. Price is equal to some 533.50. These are all different kinds of variables. But you cannot give 5 price like this. Why? Variables should not start with a digit. It always starts with a small letter or a capital letter. Alphabet only.
రికార్డ్ అవుతుందమ్మా మామూలుగానే మన బ్లాక్ స్క్రీన్ అయిపోతుంది కొంతమంది అట్లే చేస్తారు ఇది వెంటనే చూడాలి ఇది ఒకసారి ట్రై చేసామంటే వాళ్ళు తెలుస్తారు
So these are all the different variables, guys.
వేరే మార్గం అనుకున్నాను వేరే మార్గం
In Python, every variable is treated as an object. Remember this point. Everything is an object.
సెల్ కూడా ఇట్లా వస్తాను అలాగే చూద్దాం అయిపోయినట్టుందా డౌట్ వచ్చాయా సభస్కర్ ఈరోజు నాకు డౌట్ పెట్టకూడదు నరేష్ ఐటీ చాలా మంచి సాఫ్ట్వేర్స్ ఉన్నాయి అందుకనేసి ఇదే మనం అదవుతే బాగుంటుంది గూగుల్ మీట్ అన్నా లేదంటే జూమ్ అంటే జూమ్ అయితే యాక్సెసిబిలిటీ కూడా ఉంటుంది ఇదంతా మెసేజ్ పెట్టి ఇప్పుడు సార్కి ఓకే సార్ బాయ్ సార్
Okay, guys. See, for example, if I wanted to store like num1 is equal to 20, the num1 is nothing but a variable, right? So you can print that num1 now. Num1. Control enter to execute that 20. See, as I told you, every variable is an object in the Python. So if you want to see the memory allocated for that particular object, you can type that ID of num1 like this. This is the memory location of that particular num1 variable. See guys, carefully. It is important. As I told you, every variable is treated as a object in Python. So if you want to check that object's ID or the address, so ID of num1, you'll get this output. Okay. And if you want to check whether what type of data this num1 is of num1, see here, integer type. Type of. You want to check the data type of a variable, can use the type function. For example, I stored here num2 is equal to 305.50, and if you want to see the type of this num2, what will happen here? Float type. It's a float type. This is the integer type. If you type here something like message is equal to keep smiling, some message. If you want to see the type of this message, variable, string type, str type, string type.
అట్లుంటది. పాస్ అయిపోతుందని అట్లా ఉండదు.
No, in Python we have float. There is no decimal, guys. Decimal is in MySQL.
ఏం కాదు సార్.
Oh, sorry.
ట్యాబ్ వర్క్ కాలేదు.
Data types in Python. Different data types in Python. So what are the different data types available? Numbers, here numbers are again different kinds of numbers like integers, floating points, and complex numbers. Okay. Integers. Oi. Okay. Second one is float type or floating point. And the complex type. Complex is nothing but here 3 plus 4j, like that, complex numbers. And the second type is sequence types. Oh, sorry. Sequence, oh, sorry. Sequence types, sets, and none type, and mappings. Okay.
సార్ నేను కూడా ఉంది సార్ అని చెప్పా మెసేజ్
Sequences. So sequences may be again strings, lists, and tuples. Strings, lists,
ఇంకా చెప్పలేదా?
and tuples. So these many number of data types available, guys. A boolean also comes in the integers here. In the numbers only boolean comes. Sets, and there is another type called none type, N-O-N-E, none. And oh, sorry, black color, right? Sets, and then N-O-N-E type. The last one is mappings. So under this we have dictionaries. So this one and this one and this one. Okay, we have these many number of data types. This one, Bapre. Okay, guys, these are the different types of data types available in Python. Oh, I'm not getting this. So one is here again. We'll get the maybe you will get the category Boolean also in this integers. Yes. Oh. Okay. Boolean. True or false. Okay. Data types in Python. These are the different categories of data types. Numbers. Under numbers, we have Boolean, integers, float, and complex. Sequences, arithmetic strings, lists, tuples, and sets, none, mappings, dictionaries. So, in our entire data analysis, we will be using mostly lists and dictionaries. Okay. So tomorrow we will learn more on these data types. You know already in integers, right? Integer may be a negative integer or a positive integer. -4, -5, 10, like this. Floating means here it has a number. Complex means here 4 plus 5j, like this. Okay. 2 minus 4 I, like this. A complex number. Any doubts, guys, today? Have any doubts? Numbers Boolean. Yes, Boolean are nothing but here true or false. See, when you check this, when you check these keywords here, we have true and false. These are the keywords, right? So we cannot use these keywords as an identifiers or variables. Okay, guys, if you do not have any doubts, we can close the session. Please install this Python software and try to run small calculations like expression. Tomorrow we'll discuss about different kinds of all the data types and what are the mutable and immutable data types and operators. Thank you guys.
Excel కూడా ఉంది కదా